L'Association européenne des constructeurs et des composants pour le froid et la climatisation, l'ASERCOM, était présente sur le salon de Chillventa. Une occasion pour eux de prendre la température du marché, mais aussi de voir les nouvelles tendances.
What we could see in this trade show was really a kind of continuous trend towards the refrigerants that may be called, and I like to do that, natural, because we are still looking at the GWP as an index of sustainability. We understood during the symposium, which I'm going to tell you something about in a minute, we made it clear that the real sustainability is not just only GWP, but you have to consider also the impact of energy efficiency, the impact of the emissions, indirect emissions from the consumption of the equipment. And in this fair, you can see a lot of new equipment made with R290, a lot of new equipment made of R744, but at the end of the day, nothing really new in terms of technology. The real proposal is, and the real trend, the native trend is the electronics, the connection, the connectability. This is the real new thing in this trade show. The refrigeration market is a market that is really full of possibility. The new trend of the heat pumps is really straightforward with respect to refrigeration. You know, we just reversed the cycle. We use as an effective power not the power of the evaporator, but the power of the condensing on the condenser side. And this is something that is really a given from the refrigeration perspective. So what we're going to do now is we are presenting a bit of this development into the refrigeration fair. So Chillventa is presenting those heat pumps that are really just a reverse cycle and not really heat pump in the sense of the climatization approach. They're not switching from cool to heat. It's providing heat because we want to get rid of the furnaces. We want to get rid of the combustion. That's the real meaning of presenting the heat pumps in this fair.
L'ASERCOM organise, un jour avant l'ouverture du salon au public, une conférence lors du Chillventa Congress. C'est aux côtés de l'épée que l'association doit défendre leur vision du marché et prendre position sur les nouvelles réglementations.
We made clear is that CO2 is very good from a GWP standpoint because it's a reference refrigerant for measuring the impact on the global climate change, but at the end of the day is not a very effective refrigerant from an efficiency point of view. In fact, you have many problems due to the high pressure, due to the thermodynamic cycle that is not effective whenever they go transcritical and all these kind of things. We just put it at the attention of the legislative part. This is something that we are making together with APA. Why ASERCOM is cooperating with APA? Because ASERCOM is a technical association. We go deep into the technical stuff and we try to work on the standards in order to provide the industry with what they need in order to build safe machines and in conformity with the legislation. This is what ASERCOM is doing. And then we provide the data in order to make the lobby possible. And that's why we work with APA, that is a very effective lobby association where we can provide value, and at the end of the day, giving the politics what they need in order to make decisions. Unfortunately, the decision in the last few years, they were not that good.
Bien que Chillventa soit le salon européen de la réfrigération, l'ASERCOM ne met pas de côté les événements français qui ont toute leur importance dans le secteur.
Well, Sifa is a highly respected trade show in France. It's the refrigeration trade show in France. And I think these, if you want to call them regional fairs, they are so important for the installers because most of the time they do not travel thousands of kilometers to get to a fair that is an international fair like Chillventa. They do prefer to have something close to their house. And this is why Sifa is effective. And that's why Sifa has a lot of investment from the big manufacturers because they want to stay close to their installers. And this is important because as you know, most of the refrigerants right now are becoming more and more unsafe since of the practice, since of the regulations is of the fact that they are dangerous. I mean, R290 is an explosive refrigerant, R744 is a high pressure refrigerant, ammonia is a toxic refrigerant. I mean, we are getting into a world that you better talk to your installers to make an effective installation. That's the main point right now. And this is why Sifa, I think it's important, because they get closer and closer to the installers and maintenance guy. I want to put an attention to the maintenance, because at the end of the day, whenever you install, you have the main manufacturers behind, so it's a kind of safe, okay, environment. But whenever they do make the maintenance, they are alone, and so we have to make sure that they know what they are doing. So that's important.